That's better. It tried saving to the wrong place.
No.
All right, so. All right. I'll say that you both, Jinx and Mimi, closer to the same time, had found yourselves outside of the gates of the Candlekeep Citadel. Those tall walls, that great door, given your tours by separate scribes, and shortly ended up left to your own devices, deep in the court of air, in the middle of everything, with no direction as to what to do next. Who wants to start with where they would want to go first? I'm assuming that's a dibs not.
Oh, I thought that was claiming. I thought that was a yes, I want to do something. Okay.
I'm good. You can start.
Cool.
I'm also going to change your name just so I can see.
Oh, I didn't even.
You're totally good. We'll start with Mimi then. First, would you like to describe who is currently standing in the middle of this open air courtyard on this?
Yes.
It's
what
like
time
dinner
is it?
time-ish. It's like 5. It's still sunny. Still bright.
Okay. So standing within this courtyard, tall, pretty curvaceous, long, very like silvery white hair, paler skin. She's got these long, tall boots on, which just makes her even more of a mammoth. She's wearing this really wide brimmed hat, kind of creating a little shadow over her. And these big, thick, almost goggle sunglasses, black. And she's got this coat, but it hugs her waist very, very tightly. So you can see she's got some sort of structure happening in her outfit underneath.
Like these sunglasses.
So, yes, like that. Exactly. And her waist is impossibly small, chest impossibly large, and she's got this like dress coat on, fur lined, bright colors, mostly pink with accents of purple, and she's just kind of standing there, no thoughts, brain cells -1, standing there, not really sure what to do next. She just heads for the first door that she sees.
Okay. In this courtyard, Jinx, what do we see from Jinx?
Jinx is kind of like holding the book in their hand, and then they have like a little backpack with like just like a brown leather backpack, but the rest of their outfit is like not like moth-eaten, but like very like weathered black on black clothing, black boots, black like really tight pants, and the also very tight trench coat, sort of like, but like with like buttons that go all the way up, very like sailor-esque.
Sailor-esque or Black Parade-esque? Because
yes. Yeah, it's a combination of both. And he is just kind of like looking around. He just got the tour of like That's there, that's there, that's there, that's there. And so he's gonna sort of like look around. He's at the moment just trying to like take everything in and like he's like actively trying to calm himself because there's a lot of, maybe not a lot of people, but there's enough people nearby that, you know, he knows what's gonna happen if he doesn't keep himself at least somewhat focused.
That sounds like a threat.
Is there any particular direction he's heading to?
I think he'll probably want to put his stuff down where he's going to be sleeping.
Okay. I would actually make sense that both of you would end up heading towards what's known as the House of Rest. You walk into this 3-story bunkhouse that's in the Court of Air and provides seekers, those who have entered Candlekeep with the intention of learning, with a place to rest and store their gear. Rustic accommodations that have both private and common rooms, in addition to comfortable lodgings. It is quiet and it is peaceful here. Jinx, you feel comfortable here. There's not a lot of chatter. And you guys are able to find some bunks to put your stuff down at. Make perception checks, both of you.
Oh. 5.
7.
Okay. You guys are able to put your stuff down, and there's not really much to do in this room or in this building. You get a lot of, if anyone starts to be really loud, they get some curt stares from anyone else, and if anyone gets super rowdy, they are pointed to a building known as the Hearth, which you also know is here at Candlekeep.
Okay. Yeah, do I see the vampiress?
With a 7? No.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna sort of, I put my stuff down, and then I'm sure there's like a corridor or something outside.
There is a series of, it's kind of set up like a barracks, but
Okay.
there are some individual rooms, and then there's long chambers within the barracks setting.
Do I
In
have
this
a
house of
private
rest.
room? Actually, that's I would have probably asked for a private room.
Yep, you would have been able to get a private room if you had requested one.
Okay.
Mimi, would you have wanted a private room?
Her first thought would probably to ask for a casket. Just go up to someone and be like, "Hey, do you guys have a casket on you?"
Me remember who you spoke with that I have actually marked down.
It was the irony.
Oh, the
tiefling?
tiefling.
Yeah.
The 15-year-old tiefling.
Their name is Irony.
Yes,
Yeah.
their name is Irony.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. So after being given the tour and led to the House of Rest, and Jinx making another perception check with advantage as this is happening, because it's when someone says something like this in the middle of an open chamber, you wonder. Mimi, you turn to this teenager, this tiefling with the bright orange turn back horns, who just, and you're like, you have a casket, and there's a moment where they go, what?
Do you have a casket on you?
Why would I have a casket on me?
I mean, don't people die around here?
This is a library. This is
Accidents happen.
It's like a resort library.
Accidents still happen. I need a place to sleep.
Like, we have there are 3 floors here. We got tons of beds, lots of rooms.
Yeah, but a lot of windows.
don't think I want to know. I will see. I'm gonna see. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're weird. And they leave.
Okay. She didn't even perceive that. Her mind is thinking casket, yes. Maybe I can line it with velvet.
I mean, it is. You said it's 5 o'clock, so it's still daylight.
Mhm.
And you said that I hear this conversation. Oh, sorry. I rolled.
Yeah, you had to roll a perception plus with advantage.
15 was the higher roll.
Yeah, you overhear this conversation. It's not very subtle of a conversation.
As soon as Irony walks away, I'll sort of walk up and be like, hi.
Hi, oh my god. That coat is insane. I love the buttons on it. It's so cute.
Thanks. It was a gift from a friend a long time ago.
Aww, sweet.
Yeah. I'm my name is, well, you can call me Jinx.
Jinx?
I just got here.
Oh my god, me too. I like literally just walked in.
Nice. Yeah, this is pretty bizarre to finally be in here.
No, yeah. Honestly, I heard of this like recently. Like, I don't even know how long, but it feels like it was like really recent. And like, it was really funny because like they asked you to like give something at the door, right?
Yeah, I gave some of my poetry.
Oh my god, you write poems?
Well, it's more like lyrics, kind of a chanteur, balladeer, a little bit on the darker, morose side, but
Oh my god, that's so iconic. Man, I wish I could like write and do stuff like that, but I can't. I'm Mimi, by the way.
pleasure to make your acquaintance. I couldn't help but overhear you were asking for sleeping accommodations. I got a private room, but if you need something with a little less light, I'm happy to share with you.
Does it have any windows?
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna keep the curtains drawn most of the time.
Okay, because I have like a really bad sensitivity to sun. And then she taps on her glasses.
Yeah, I figured, you might, when you asked for some of the light-proof sleeping arrangements. So yeah, if she can't find you something, I'm sure we can talk to somebody else who can.
That would be cool. Thank you. I mean, you'd think that they would have a casket around here, you know? Because, like, people die all of the time. And you have to put the body somewhere.
I mean, you can't just turn them into books, am I right?
Oh my god, do you think they would do that?
I've heard a lot of mad stories about this place, but
Oh my god, that's so crazy.
yeah. I don't want to be rude and ask you what brings you here. I myself am still trying to, shake off the adrenaline from being inside the walls, but yeah, if you want to grab a bite or, you know,
Yeah.
do something, I'm happy to grab a table with you while irony.
Yeah.
Big,
They sort that out. Yeah. That might take a while, to be honest.
yeah.
I mean, yeah. They have like a basically a tavern here, the Hurt. So I think it's cute.
Yeah, if you don't mind, can we grab a table away from people? I'm not like antisocial per se, but
But like people are awful.
yeah, they can be a little loud.
Yeah.
You seem pretty I don't know, you're bubbly, but you're also very like chill, which is nice.
Well, yeah. I mean, like everybody is their own individual person. And like I'm not crazy about meeting a bunch of different people, but like also like meeting new people is cool. Like I will say I've been to some really rowdy parties, but I also like to just sit in my lonesome and take some time to myself. So if you want to grab a bite to eat, like we can do that. Maybe get an outside table or something.
Sounds great, yeah. I do my best thinking when there's like only a few people or less around, but yeah, I mean everyone's got to eat anyway, so
Yeah.
let's go check out the hearth.
Yeah, let's check out the Hurt.
Every time she says it, it's slightly different and always wrong. It's the heart. It's the hurt. It's just like
Soon enough, it's gonna be Heath Ledger.
Mm-hmm.
Just give it time.
I also just point out, all I can see is like Elphaba and Glinda meeting the first time if they didn't
my God.
immediately hate each other when they saw each other. Like,
We're better than that.
Yeah.
We're
Neither of us are
homies
green though. I mean,
we're homies who respect others' differences.
yeah. You said you're wearing like a white coat?
It might be white, but I think it's gonna be like hot pink with different like patterns on it. I just haven't figured it out yet. I think it's like lined with fur, and that it definitely has like a fake boob window where you think you're seeing her chest, but it's just fabric that matches her skin tone.
Oh yeah.
It's an illusion.
It helps her decide who's going to be dinner, right?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Hi, are you a creep? Yes. Okay, great.
Perfect. She's gotta figure out how to be a hoe and still not die from the sun. So all right, so we're heading to the Heath Ledger.
all right, so you walk, and it's not far. It's right next door. There's a small grassy area nearby that's more attached to the House of the Binder, which is right near it. But you approach the outside of the hearth, which appears to be a modest tavern of sturdy construction, with warm light emanating from a pair of small windows on either side of the front door. As you open the door and step inside, you quickly realize that it's got to be at least 3 times larger on the inside than it looked on the outside.
Jeez.
It is somewhat rowdy in here, Jinx. You're uncomfortable as there are quite a few patrons, members of the Avowed, individuals enjoying this space. You notice that there are where is it? There are several doors that line the walls of the hearth that are visible inside the tap room, but you did not see where they could have possibly connected to on the outside. There is a bar that seats up to 20 guests and multiple round tables with stout wooden stools or rectangular tables with benches littered around the room. There's also dozens of cushy armchairs encircling the fireplace, occupied by various guests of this establishment.
Ooh, yeah. This is a bit much for me.
Also making a perception check. Sorry,
Okay. Oh no, my tiny
Just Jinx or
everybody, or both of you.
everybody?
Everybody.
all of us.
Oh,
15 again.
Okay.
nice. 17.
All right. You both notice that there is an intricate looking clockwork device suspended in a 2-foot diameter, faintly glowing crystal orb embedded in the ceiling over the bar.
Oh, that's interesting.
Sorry, what? Oh yeah, that is.
Do I have? Can I? Do I? No. Darn. Okay. You said it's clockwork. It's like a
It looks clockwork, but it's suspended in the ceiling. It's very strange looking, and it's glowing ever so slightly.
I'm gonna come back to that later.
Okay.
Because the sun is still out.
Jinx, just make a wisdom save to see how loud it is for you in this room.
It's too loud. I rolled a 4.
Yeah, those whispers that always sit on the corners of your hearing are rapidly approaching quicker towards the forefront, and you're becoming more and more uncomfortable.
Do I see any when I was outside, did I see any like balconies that were sitting on like maybe the second or third floor?
You did not. It doesn't even look it. While from inside, there's a chance that maybe there's a second floor. From the exterior, it doesn't look like there is one.
Okay, I'm gonna I'm just like hold on, Mimi. I'm gonna go ask the bartender if there's like a sitting room.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go up and like is the bartender like super busy?
There's a couple different individuals up at the bar, and it looks like the flow is pretty steady, but nothing too intimidating.
Okay.
You do see what looks to be a water genasi up toward the front, long flowing hair that almost seems to move like water of its own. Pouring a couple pints and passing them around, and sees you approach.
Sorry to bother you.
Oh, not at all. How can I help you, doll?
Do you have any private rooms or areas that are a little bit quieter than this?
Well, certainly we have both, and point towards some of the doors on the exterior.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at some of those, you'll find that they are actually shrines to some of the multiple gods that are worshipped here at the Candlekeep. Some of the other ones are meeting chambers of their own. While the shrines are free to use, but for worship, the meeting rooms themselves are just 5 gold apiece to use. I can give you a key if you like.
Yeah, whichever would be the quietest one, if you don't mind.
Well, certainly, they're all about the same. That's not an issue. Here, and pulls out a key and just holds it up.
Is it alright to eat and drink in there?
Certainly, as long as you clean up your mess. It's not my job to look after your mess.
Yeah, it's not a problem. Then he'll put down like 6 gold.
Well, thank you very much. I won't say no. And hands over the key and swipes the gold into a cupped hand.
And then I'll
Are you getting anything to take with you?
I'm okay for now. But I'll be back once I get my bearings here.
All right.
And then I'll like sort of gesture at Mimi, like, I got a key.
You know what? Just for my own sake, I'm gonna see if she notices. Just for funsies. Oh, yeah, no, she noticed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I half expected if you had not, you would have been occupied with something else entirely.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I would have still gone to the room and then just like left the door ajar.
Yeah. No, she was
So it's
like,
not so much a door. While you do utilize a key to enter, these are more like what's the word I'm looking for? Portals that lead to a demi-plane where all of these meeting rooms exist. Each meeting room is its own demi-plane. It is a 30-foot square demi-plane that houses a private meeting room. Anyone can freely enter one of the shrines, but access to the private chamber room requires a key from the barkeep and a payment of 5 gold. You did that. And each of the meeting rooms is humbly appointed with a large round table and chairs, plus a pair of sideboards containing dishes and cutlery. The menu and beverage list are posted on one wall in case those inside want to order food during their meeting.
wow, this place is awesome.
Oh, it's a lot quieter. Yeah, sorry about that. I just like I said, too many people.
Yeah, you're good. Honestly, I get like that sometimes. Like when it's been like a really long day and then there's like a lot of people around. I get like so whizzed out. Like it's crazy. But yeah, this is like a nice little space. Are there any windows?
There are no windows in this chamber. It looks like if it's not so much a window as a painting on one of the walls that looks like it could occupy an external space, but seeing as this is a demi-plane, you're not going to have a view of like a sunset.
Okay.
I was gonna say, if we had a bag of holding, would that impact this room?
I would say no. They would have wards against that within Candlekeep itself. Plus, I don't want us to constantly have to worry about checking our bags at the door.
Okay. Yeah. I don't have one. I had to think about it because I was like, do I have any extra planar?
Okay. Very cautiously, Mimi's gonna slip off her glasses first to see if she gets sensitivity or anything.
No, you seem safe in this chamber. It's a large, like deep oak wood table in the middle of the room, and these purplish sconces along the walls that also have a kind of a deep purple hue to them. There's a painting on a couple of the walls that show different, like one of them could easily be the celestial plane, or sorry, the what is that plane called? The astral sea. Thank you. That's what I'm looking for. And there's the menus posted on the one wall, as well as the couple different boards that I described before. But if you look closely at the walls themselves, it's almost like they're continuing to shift and move, as this is a demi-plane and the space is constructed.
Nice. Mimi throws off her, like once she knows it's safe, throws down the sunglasses, whips off her hat and off with the coat. And Jinx, you can now see she's got bright red eyes. And she's wearing this like lavender embroidered corset that is just tight around her waist. And she's like, oh my god, that's like so much better. And then she kicks her feet up and sits down.
Yeah, totally. You can see Jinx, like his face is like, it was like a little bit pale, and he's generally pale, but color sort of returns to it. And you see like the dark like shadow around his eyes is like a permanent thing.
Cool.
but and it sort of like helps. But he has like black and indigo hair that sort of like highlight that. But then you see he's just kind of like, okay,
Is this a better space?
yeah, this is great.
Cool.
Yeah, sorry, I know I'm being weird, but it's
No, you're good. You're so good right now.
it's part of why I came here. I I don't want to say I had a bad experience because that just undercuts everything. But I definitely went through something horrible, and I don't remember it, and so trying to find my way back to, who I was before that happened.
Like, you don't remember that event?
No. And actually, Jinx is just a pseudonym. I don't have a memory of my own name. Yeah, it could be a blessing, could be a curse. Who knows?
Yeah, I was just about to say your real name might be like Hubert or something, and that's why you came up with like Jinx at some point, or somebody gave you Jinx.
No, I chose Jinx because every time my parents would call my name, I would recognize it, but I couldn't hear what they were saying. I couldn't read it. I still like, if you call me my name right now, I would know you're talking to me, but I wouldn't be able to discern the letters or the words or the sounds.
That's crazy. Wow, I'm so sorry. That sucks.
It's totally cool.
Well, I hope it all works out for you, honestly.
Thanks. This is one of the greatest collections of written work in the realm. So,
Oh yeah.
they've got to have something.
Honestly, I hope they have like everything, because I have a feeling I'm looking for something a little niche, but like I also don't want to discredit their collection.
Totally, yeah. So, I mean, you don't have to tell me why you're here. I just,
Well, if you're curious, I can.
I mean, yeah, if you're willing to talk about it, but no pressure. And honestly, like, I don't mind helping you, whatever it is.
Oh, that would be honestly, if you need help with finding what you're finding, like I have a lot of time. Basically, there was somebody in my past who put me in a great position of power, and also like low-key killed me just like a little bit, but didn't really. So I'm looking for any information on them, and any like enemies that they might have had, because I killed them. So I have a feeling that like all of their bad stuff is gonna come to me, but like also I'm looking for any information, like just as I'm looking along, I'm gonna see if I can find anything about my species, because there might be something crazy and like detrimental, and I think I should know. I should know.
Yeah, I feel that. Honestly, it actually sucks to like, not have all the answers, right?
Oh my God, seriously. Like, I used to be like so obsessed with like knowing everything. I thought I was the smartest person in like the whole world, and I treated everybody like they were way dumber than me. And then it turns out you're way happier if you're just dumb yourself.
Yeah, I could see the benefit of kind of like not giving a shit.
Dude, not giving a shit. Best thing ever. baddest thing ever.
Yeah,
But like, you should give a shit about the things that matter, you know?
yeah, absolutely.
Like basic decency to other people. Like that matters.
100%. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
and
Okay.
oh,
Sorry.
no, please, you go.
No, I was gonna go on the whole thing. You continue.
I was just gonna say, um, it would be nice to have an extra set of eyes to help me look for my thing, and in return, of course, I don't mind helping you. Do you have a title? Should I be calling you like Your Majesty or something? I don't want to be rude or
No, honestly, like I did, but I didn't really like. Okay, no, I earned it, but I earned it in like all the wrong ways. So I'm just Mimi.
okay.
My whole name is Lacramura, but like that's a lot. So just Mimi. I like Mimi way more. But
Lacramura.
if you want, you could call me like beautiful, or you could call me sweetie, or like gorgeous, bad bitch Mimi. Like
All right.
I wouldn't mind that.
I mean, but I don't want to be like just some like chach who's like, sup gorgeous, sup bruh, like 'cause
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
like oh
it's all good,
oh
Hannah Bean is connecting.
oh maybe.
Hi.
Hello.
Can you see me or hear me?
Yes. You
Yes,
you
and
freeze
yes.
you
I'm-
freeze ever so slightly, but it's okay.
Okay.
I can change your
The
name if you like.
signal out here, I got it.
Okay.
The signal out here is absolute ass. And they're like, "Oh, it's just we're in a low signal spot." I'm like, "You mean
A no signal spot.
Oh no.
there is no signal spot?"
Well, hopefully it gets better for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh boy.
All right.
Yeah.
If anything, I'll just turn off my video so
Okay.
it doesn't take as much energy
Yeah.
to keep mine up.
Save
So
the
hopefully you can
bandwidth.
just hear my voice instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Yay, you're here.
Just so you
Trying.
know, I'm sure you saw saw a reminder when you joined. We are recording this so that we can have it for our own benefit. Mimi and Jinx are in a private room in the hearth. If you guys, while you're having that conversation, I can jump over to Kindle's arrival.
Yeah, totally. And
Oh, good.
actually, if you kind of find like the main halls a little overwhelming, you'll see that the door, I kind of left it ajar. So you could be like, "Oh, this is a lot happening here," and like just accidentally sneak in and find us if you want.
Mimi, while we
Mhm.
transition, Mimi's just gonna pull out her, I think, the lute and be like, "Hey yo, show me your lyrics." And just do a little bit of jamming to herself.
Yeah.
While this jam session is happening. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, he just starts playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
While this jam session is happening, then we are come back out into the court of air, where Kindle, you have just finished your grand tour with, I wrote it down, Nax Alosis, the Dragonborn scribe who showed you around and talked your ear off the entire time.
I love it.
And now has left you being shown where the house of rest is, being shown where the hearth is, the house of rest being where accommodations rooms such as in the hearth, where you can find tavern atmosphere, and has left you to your own devices. in the middle of this grand court at Candlekeep Citadel.
Cool.
Where would you like to go first?
What do I want to do? Well, she'll probably go to one of the like bookshelves and just start searching.
All right. Are you gonna set your stuff down first, or it is also like 5 or 6 at night? At this point, it's probably closer to like 5:36.
Yeah, she'll like bring her stuff with her, grab a few books, and then put all her stuff down and like sit at one of the tables.
Okay. So at the House of Rest, you're able to set your stuff down there. There is a small library underneath the House of Rest with some basic works. You do know that at the Hearth as well, there are some bookshelves, and that's where you can get like a food, some company, whatever it is that you're interested in. Are you just going to the basement of the House of Rest to try and find a book, or?
No, I'm just kind of looking anywhere.
Okay. Your best bet then probably actually would be to head over to the Hearth. There are lots of different areas throughout the Candlekeep itself. When it comes to finding books on specific subjects, you can always grab one of the scribes that's running around to act as kind of a research assistant to find something in particular. But if you're just trying to find something to get yourself started and just to enjoy a book, the Hearth or in the basement of the House of Rest is your best bet.
Okay. Yeah, and then I will go there.
All right. So you head over to the Hearth, which you've seen from the outside. It is a small, it looks like a cozy tavern, windows on either side of the door. But when you open the door, it's a completely different experience. You see that it looks like it's probably 3 times the size on the inside than it was on the outside to start. There are multiple doors along the walls. There is a bar that has about 20 stools. There are multiple tables with benches and chairs. There are seating chairs up by a cozy fireplace. Make a perception check for me real quick.
Okay. Oh, shit. I need to get my dice. I rushed here like as soon as I was finished singing.
Go, 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 go.
I was like, I need to play D&D. I can't even get the password to the Wi-Fi.
There's no one here is
I'm not addicted.
yeah, no one here is addicted to this game at all.
No.
That's not why we created this particular game. At all.
You said perception. Okay,
yes.
So that is I forgot to load my paper. Okay, I rolled a natural 10, so perception is probably going to be a plus like 3 or something. But hold on, let me see. Like loading things. I apologize again. The signal is really sucky over here.
That's okay. If you need help with anything, let us know. We can easily help save your bandwidth by looking up your character sheet and such.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just glad that you guys can hear me. Can one of you pull up my character sheet? It's
yes,
not
I will
loading.
pull up your character sheet for you.
Thank you.
Of course.
I love you.
That's what I'm here for.
I don't
DM's
like
job
this
is to help.
Huh?
Imagine trying to run
Like,
a
it's
game from the
fine.
boat.
It's
Aren't you glad you
fine,
didn't do
but,
that?
like, mm,
So your
oh,
perception is a plus
I was
0.
up since 5:30. Well, 10.
Okay. 10. It is bustling in this chamber. And it's a lot to take in. There's individuals having hearty discussions about the research they've done. There's people just enjoying books by the fireplace. Like I said, there's multiple doors lining the walls. And if you look, one of the doors is open ever so slightly, but rather than a room behind it, you see what looks like a glow of purple in that crack. It's about all you've noticed.
Interesting.
Okay. I'll go take a look at whatever the purple glowy thing is. Just to
So
glance at it.
So you walk up to this door and see a slight purple
Mhm.
glow. Are you like going to like open the door, or are you just taking a look at the glow itself?
No, I'm just looking.
Okay, it
I'm not
really
touching
looks.
anything yet.
It's almost like a glowing purple fog. You can't really see anything through it at the moment.
Okay. Can I make like an investigation check or something to see if I could peek in the crack?
Sure, your investigation is +1.
Well, that scattered all across my. Ooh, 18.
18. With an investigation check, you do notice that it's almost like it's one of the things that you notice is that all of the doors on the side of this building don't match the dimensions outside of the building. So when you look at it, these doors, these rooms should not have existed to start. So as you're looking at this purple glow, you're like, extra, another plane? Maybe? You can't really, until you open the door, you can't really see much through it.
Okay. Well, she will leave it be because she knows a little better than to go snooping around. Shouldn't be.
I will
this
say you
current
do
moment.
hear music coming from inside beyond that door. Music.
She'll knock.
All right, you knock on the door. Mimi and Jinx, you suddenly hear a knock on the interplanar door.
Music abruptly stops.
Yep.
Gently starts again.
Did you order food? Or,
No.
that's okay. Maybe someone's just lost. Come in.
You hear this, Kindle.
Yeah, she'll walk in.
You
She'll just kind of pop her head in.
So in front of you is a 30-foot by 30-foot square room with like a dark purple walls, a giant oak table in the middle of the room with sturdy chairs all around it, a couple paintings on one wall, while another wall has what looks like boards, and yet another wall has a menu and beverage list. And sitting at the table are these two individuals. If you guys want to do a quick refresh of what you look like again.
Mimi is very tall, long white hair, bright red eyes, huge badonkers, very small waist because she's wearing a corset. She's got a little pink ruffly shirt. It's all cute. And she's got some different items laid out on the table: a hat, a coat, goggles, sunglasses. And she's wearing these like thigh-high lace-up boots, probably like a white with like some purple in there. And yeah, she is currently playing the lute very casually.
I think I'm playing maybe like a drum, just to like be the percussion.
Yeah.
And I'll stop and be like, sorry, Jinx has like black hair, like that sort of like fades to indigo. His eyes, like depending on the light, are either indigo or white. He's very pale, but has like sort of like dark coloration around his eyes, and he's not gaunt, but you can tell he used to be like pretty buff, and now he's kind of like just more skinny than anything, and he's just kind of like looking up at you like warmly, but with a cool like vibe to it, like non-threatening, like, hey, how are you? I was wearing like I probably would have unbuttoned the jacket at this point, so you can see that like underneath is just like a gray and black like heathered Henley, and like tight pants that are black. I mean, he's wearing black from pretty much head to toe, with like a few gray tones to sort of keep it less monotone.
And Kindle, what do they see greeting them at the door?
See, I wish that I could change my picture so that I could show you all, but I don't think that's how that works. Oh, there it is. Ha ha. He he he. So you see this fire ganassi. Sorry, you guys are lagging really bad. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So you see this fire ganassi step inside with this like red wrapped skirt and a tattoo down her right arm, with her left arm wrapped. Her hair is completely like red and orange and yellow. It's beautiful fiery colors, and she looks obviously very thin. Like you can kind of see the hint of ribs. You know, she's not great. You know, her cheeks are a little sunken in, but her eyes still seem to be alive. And so she kind of walks in, tucks her hair behind her ear, and says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to intrude on anything."
Mimi's mouth drops open. She sets her lute down and goes, "Your boobs look so good in that dress!" Immediately gets up and was like, "Oh my god, where did you get that? I did like this whole little like," and she is like out there showing it all, so she's like relating right now, like, "Oh my god, that looks so cute, you look so snatched, girl." Yes.
Hey, sorry, this
it's
was
a long story.
This is just a quieter room, but you're welcome to join us if you'd like.
I do apologize. I was just very curious about the purple light that was happening.
Not at all. Please.
No, yeah, this is like a really cool like mini dimension room. So like it's definitely not closed off right now. So you can come on in.
Yeah, just try not to invite a whole party in here.
Oh yeah. No. No.
Well, it's just me, so no worries about a party.
Yeah.
Yay.
So yeah, I'm Jinx, and this is.
I'm Mimi. Hi.
Hi.
Pleasure to meet you.
It's wonderful to meet you both.
What's your name?
My name is Kendall.
Kindle like kindling the fires because you look like one. Yes, a hunting sleigh.
I mean, it's
Glitched a little bit.
I said it's the only name that I can really call myself.
It's cute. It's really, really cute.
It's a dope name for sure. Yeah. Do you guys want to grab some food and drink? We can order something if you want.
Oh my god, yes. We'll do like a little hang, not a party. Make it a little hang.
Yeah, maybe some like cheese and like wine or.
Oh, I could go for some wine. Do you think they would have like a really raw pig or something?
Probably, yeah. I
Yeah?
think so. Yeah,
Okay.
let me see.
Raw.
How do you
Like,
order it?
yeah, like really raw. Like raw.
Are we
Like,
talking are we talking like Downton
Why would
Abbey?
you
Like,
Okay.
hello. Can we please order something? Or like is it just ring a bell and then like they come, or like do we have to go out and then come back in?
You guys have not even approached the menu that's written on the wall. Are you approaching
Okay.
that to look?
I will while Mimi is talking. I think, sorry I interrupted you, Kendall. You're like, ew, raw pig. What?
All right, so as you approach the wall, there is a very pretty extensive list of drinks on one menu and food items on the other. There is no raw pig or piglet on the menu. There are some hearty stews, some nice bread, some charcuterie. It looks like they cater to most appetites. And the drinks, spread from wines and liquors and beers to teas and coffees and juices, things like that. Are you going to just look it over, or
is there any, do we know of any way that we could make like special instructions for the orders? Like you put in Uber?
make a perception check?
Oh, okay.
I'll assist you in that.
Oh, thank you. Oh. Yeah, that
Assisting
was.
means that you have advantage.
Yeah, I was about to say I need that.
Because it just popped up as a 2.
It was a nat 1. I have a +1 for perception.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
16.
16. Okay. So right now what you see, it looks like a post-it, like a large wall posted menu. Towards the bottom of it, there is what looks like a blank empty box.
Is there a chalk or anything on the?
Not that you see.
I think I'm gonna have a lambic. They have the black currant flavor. It's kind of like a juice mixed with a beer. Does anyone else want one?
Yeah, I'm willing to try.
Yeah.
It's very sweet. So if sweet's not your thing, they have a whole selection of wines and stuff too. But
No, I would love to have something sweet.
okay, awesome. They have other flavors too if you want something besides black currant.
Well, if I try it and I don't like it, then I can try another.
Yeah, I don't mind finishing for you if you're not a fan. Mimi, what are you craving to drink?
Well, I don't know. Damn, how much human food can I ingest?
You tell me. do you eat to maintain a guise, or just because you enjoy it, or is it something that you don't find appealing anymore in your age?
I always have this fun little headcanon that when somebody turns into a vampire, their taste buds change completely. So things that they like, they might hate now, and things that they hate, they might taste delicious, and it's just kind of random on that. But
Okay.
they don't
But what
benefit
about
from
textures?
that. Probably doesn't.
Because you do not need to drink water or eat food.
Right.
You just need to make sure you stay sustained.
Right. But like, I think in Twilight they make it, which ew, they make it that like if they ingest human food, they have to make themselves throw it up because they can't digest it and it'll just sit in there forever.
I mean, that's up to you if you want to make it that far. I would say that if you wanted to eat small meals, you could. It's just, it doesn't offer you any gratification.
Other than the flavor.
Yeah. We'll go with that. That's fair.
It doesn't satiate you at all. And it doesn't, it's more like, look what I can still do, more than you need to.
Yeah. She'll just go, just have the same drink that everyone is having. Though I think I'm gonna get like a little snack, and she's gonna look for the weirdest thing on the menu.
Make
Usually
an investigation. Oh no, make another perception check because you're not touching anything yet.
Okay.
I'll have a charcuterie.
Okay.
Just so because Jinx is like, he's trying to figure out like, he's hungry, but he's more peckish than anything.
Yeah, if Mimi can't find anything that looks like crazy enough, she might just go with that.
Yeah. You guys are welcome to share what I'm getting. I'm feeling a bit peckish.
Yeah. And if I get anything for myself, then like, y'all are welcome to partake. I'm thinking of doing something really, really weird because usually the really, really weird stuff is the best on the menu.
Yeah.
What was your roll, Mimi?
16.
16. Okay, this is probably good. You find, as I'm flipping through Pinterest, because why would I think to look for this? You find stuffed mushrooms on the menu, but they're stuffed with cheese and chorizo.
Chorizo!
It just and the combination of flavors makes you go,
I'll take that.
all right. So you guys have decided you want these. What are you doing? Are you guys going out to order it? What are you doing to order this?
We can order in, right?
Do you know?
We don't know.
You don't know? No one's asked how.
I was trying to figure that out.
Make an investigation check.
Okay. I'm like pushing on the on the
So
menu.
you touch it?
Well, hold on, let me I'll make the investigation first. Man,
I love how often that phrase just strikes fear in people. So you touch that? Well, hold on now.
13.
13. So I'll say, as you were looking it over, you're like, yeah, this drink sounds good. And you manage to tap it with your finger.
Mm-hmm.
And as you do, it almost seems to like glow for a moment. And then it's like, it almost like the word flips. So you get the feeling that you've put in one order for that drink.
Tap, tap.
It flips 2 more times.
And then I'll walk over to the charcuterie and
It flips It's still like it's not like it just flips so it's blank. It like flips on itself and reappears.
Okay.
So you can order it more than once.
Mimi, do you want me to tap the? Were you looking for mushrooms?
Yeah, the stuffed mushrooms with
Yeah.
the cheese and chorizo.
I got you.
It
Thank
flips.
you.
Mhm.
Actually, hang on. I'm just curious. Do y'all know how tall y'all are?
Yeah, actually, I think I chose like a normal, like medium height. So I'm like 5'8", maybe.
Okay. Kindle, do you know how tall you are?
She's about 5'5", 5'6".
Haha! 6 feet!
Yeah.
And that's probably not without
Oh.
the
A tall
heels
one.
So do I go to reach for it, and then you like are just like, I got
Beep.
you. Yep. Thanks.
She's really proud of herself.
Are you guys doing anything else with this board?
I'm gonna start like writing a sentence in the empty box and see if anything happens.
What are you writing in the box?
Really raw meat, please.
Okay.
Like if possible.
You write that with your finger and pull it away, and after a moment it seems to glow and then pulse for a bit, and then it flips.
It was loading.
They were checking their inventory, seeing like, can we do this?
It's loading.
Is this allowed?
Buffering.
After
Is
a
that
couple,
allowed?
after a couple moments, there is a knock on the door.
Come in.
In comes the water genasi who gave you the key in the first place, who goes, raw meat? Care to explain that one to me?
I have a special diet.
Just raw meat.
Yeah. Is it like really raw though?
Well, I mean, how raw are we talking?
Like just not alive? Oh no, what's happening?
You Jinx picks up the guitars like dun 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 dun.
Oh my god, yes.
I mean, sure, I guess. She closes the door and leaves.
She looks, is there raw meat in fact?
She didn't bring any food with her. This is like a moment after you had
Oh.
sent the order. She's just like, are you serious?
Darn. I'm being judged so hard by these people. First I asked for a casket, now I'm asking for raw meat. It's not like I'm trying to be secretive, but if I tell people up front, they're gonna get freaked out. So I'm like easing into it.
Well, that's what her roll was, but she rolled a 3, so she wasn't able to connect the dots. After a few minutes go by, the drinks are brought into the room with a bowl with just like lamb chops in it. And she says, the rest of it will be out shortly. It just takes a little bit longer to prepare actually cooked food. And she leaves again.
Well, let's eat. She sorts everyone's drinks and food to where they're sitting on the table.
Yeah,
Okay.
after a couple minutes, she does come out with a cheese plate and the stuffed mushrooms, so everything is there for you guys to enjoy.
Mhm. Do we how much do we owe you?
Oh, she's already left.
Oh, how do
After
we
she
pay?
dropped it off, she just kind of left.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess we'll worry about paying later.
Yeah. Well, kudos, y'all. Kindle, Mimi and I have already talked about why we're here. You don't have to tell us, but if you want to, we've sort of agreed to help each other.
That's very, very kind of you. As for my reason of being here, it's a very long story. Not one that's very, we'll say pleasant. Not very pleasant. But I guess you could say that my reason here is for revenge.
Dramatic. I love it.
Well, vengeance can be justified. So, don't think that we'll judge you right off.
Like I said, it's a long and not pleasant story.
That's okay. Honestly, I'm a really petty bitch, so like I'll help you do this. Like whatever it is. If you need somebody's leg chopped off too, like I live for drama. So like I'm invested.
Fair enough. I might fill you in on the details some other time.
Yeah. Like honestly, no pressure. We're just thinking like we can help some people out because it's a huge library with a bunch of different stuff. So more people looking, the better.
I do have one question though. Why offer me help? Why offer anyone help? I don't quite understand this. What do you want? Or are you expecting money?
We
No.
all
Jules?
Well, that'd be nice, but no.
I've lived near Candlekeep my entire life, and I've only just set foot in here because of its renown for solving really hard questions and having the answers to questions most people don't want the answers to. So I figure we're all kind of already fighting an uphill battle just to get any information out of this place. And there's nothing in it for me, except for all your searching, maybe you'll find something that's relevant to what I'm looking for, and vice versa. Plus, and like you notice, Jinx pauses and like goes kind of catatonic for a second, and then he catches himself and looks back up. He's like, "There's safety in numbers."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I'm familiar with that.
I have a lot of time on my hands. Like life is short, but I have the time to help other people, Might as well.
You mean you have the time?
Can you
I
make a
have the
perception
time.
check real quick?
Oh my god.
Okay. No. You can't just fall on my
Honestly,
laptop.
I'll
No,
give
that
you
was not
advantage.
great.
I will give you advantage personally because she has fangs.
Yeah, that's what we're perceiving here. As
And
she
bright
does
red
that
eyes, so-
huge,
Well-
huge smile.
Are we both doing that?
With advantage, it does
Yeah,
not
like-
help. I got a 9.
A 9?
Wow.
Yeah.
The only person more oblivious than Mimi is everybody else about what she is.
Yeah, this is a very sweet
Kindle.
individual.
Kindle is she's doing
You're still
living
a little
room
bit-
stuff right now.
Yeah, Kindle's
She's a
still
little
you're still a
janky
little
right now.
You're still a little hazy at the moment. You still have that pounding headache that doesn't go away, those body aches that have just been numbing. Jinx, as Mimi laughs like that, you notice a slight glint off of her very sharp teeth.
So, are we ready to try these drinks?
Yeah, I mean,
Wait, did the drinks get here?
Yes, they are here. They got there
Period.
with your bowl of meat, shortly followed by mushrooms and cheese plate.
they're best served chilled. Were they actually served chilled, or are they served just sort of as is?
No, they're served chilled.
Okay. And I'll just like I'm gonna take my hand and just be like, and then this little like spark of cold sort of chills the glass even more, and I raise my glass to toast to unanswered questions and new beginnings.
To unanswered questions and new fucking beginnings.
Cheers.
I love
What
this.
was it? No, I'm kidding.
Hang on, I'm gonna roll a roll for me for funsies.
To see if you like it.
Mm-hmm.
So Black,
Now this
Have
is
you
oh my god.
Hate it. I hate it.
okay.
You know that
Yeah.
moment where someone like takes a sip of something and then immediately just and, like it goes right back into the cup.
Yes.
You watch Mimi do that.
Yeah.
Mm.
So blackcurrant is actually it's somewhere between a pomegranate and a blackberry.
Oh, man. I personally
it.
love pomegranate. Dang.
Yeah,
She's like,
I love blackcurrant.
maybe it's the fruit. We have an extra drink, guys.
Wait, did you spit it back into the cup?
Yeah. Yes, she did.
You know what? Fuck it. Jinx, if he doesn't notice, he'll just be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I can drink the rest."
Cool. And then I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see how the mushrooms are.
It's specifically a juice, right?
It's so Lambic is a fruit infused beer.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, so it's very sweet, but it also has that sort of effervescence and a little bit of a sour taste to it.
Okay.
So
Just out of
That sounds
curiosity.
really good in real life.
it is, and they sell it in real life, and you should try it.
I would love to try it.
I'm
Oh,
not encouraging the sale or purchase of Lambic as like an advertisement, but also it's amazing.
period. The stuffed mushrooms are really good. She's buying into that. She's like, "Ooh, you guys should try this."
Yeah. Jinx is like putting some black garlic on some gorgonzola on a cracker. Just like this is legit. Kindle, please help yourself if you'd like.
Kindle takes a sip of her drink, and it's like that split moment in the eyes of whoa, of something that they've never done before or experienced before, and the thrill and the fear of it at the same time.
So, like the new Mountain Dew flavors.
Do you like it?
There are some weird ones.
Yes, there are.
Do you like it?
It's, wow, it's delicious.
Yeah.
You
Every
want to try
time
stuffed mushroom?
every time I'd come home, my mom would greet me with one because she knew how much I liked them. So
She's like, sipping aggressively, but then like has to make herself slow down.
don't worry, it's not too strong. You need at least a couple to, to wind you up.
No,
Real quick
it's,
question. Kindle.
Yeah.
How are you
Yeah.
handling your newfound, without lack of better word, sobriety
Oh no.
It
and this drink?
She's kind of like, well, this doesn't give me as much as a kick as the other shit, but it's delicious.
It's like Oolcade. Or
Although, well,
Because there's
I-
always
I
temptation.
would've-
That's
trying
why
to
I'm
think if
saying
this
it
is
the way
gonna-
I'm saying it
I
now.
would have pointed out that it is alcoholic when I suggested it, just as a heads up.
yeah.
So I'm not out here trying to.
Alcohol.
You started to robot pretty bad. What was that?
I was saying that as soon as Jinx mentioned that there was alcohol in the drink, she probably would have been like, "Uh-oh."
I would say he did. Yeah, I would say we can retro it that because he had mentioned it when first pointing out that it was a fizzy beer.
Yeah.
But there is a black currant juice that you're able to find on the menu as well, and you can say that you ordered that.
Yay! Virgin drinks.
So I would have been like, boom, boom.
Yay.
Just thought I'd point it out.
How raw are the lamb chops? Are they raw enough? For
Like
me.
they pulled them from the back of the house and put them in a bowl and did what no server should ever do and just gave a bowl of uncooked meat to you.
Great job.
He just starts squeezing it out into a cup.
Sipping the blood out of the bowl.
It still has like lamb chunks in it, so as you pull it back you can feel them start to like whack you in the face.
Should probably eat them too, just to get everything out of it. But like drinking up any plasma that
Yeah.
seeped out in the process.
Both of you make intelligence checks.
Oh boy.
Yours is a +1, Kindle.
Okay.
Are we trying to figure out if Mimi's a vampire? Is that what this is?
Again, a
She's-
9.
Jinx
This is a
doesn't
very
care.
weird fucking person that you've teamed up with. It's a little concerning.
Yeah, I
My
think
dice
Jinx,
is not being nice to me.
Jinx is just sort of like, he's got other stuff on his mind. So I think he's kind of figured it out, but he also doesn't care. Like Mimi's cool. His eyes.
Kindle, do you need help with your dice roll? Do you need different
No.
dice? No.
No, I'm seeing. Wow. I'm seeing if I can have. Wow. I'm just not rolling well at all, no matter what I do. But makes sense. She's not doing so hot.
It's nice when the dice match the story. But maybe
Right.
they are just your travel dice. Maybe.
Well, that's the thing. I have all of my dice with me.
Oh, lovely. That's even worse. It's the boat.
Yeah.
It might be the
Yeah, I mean
boat.
this thing is rocking back and forth, so
Yeah.
Are you okay? Do you need like Dramamine or to like look out a window or anything?
no, I'm actually fine on boats.
Okay. I know that I get super
Like
queasy
it's
anytime I
only it's only planes that I get queasy on.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I was on a fully windowed boat for my friend's wedding, and I had to be outside the whole time. I was like,
Oh, that's
"No."
your trip. That's 100% the problem is staying down below. You got to get on deck.
Yeah. Well, no, even with like the
Yeah.
windows and like being able to see outside.
No, it's because the windows still have limited perception. So
Yeah.
all you see is the window doing this. But when you're
Mhm.
outside, you can
Yeah,
have the full frame of view.
Yeah. See, I could
That's
go stand
why-
with you, Sarah, but I would not be able to like. Well, I've
Stay
taken a
down
ferry
below.
before. I mean, as long as I take Dramamine, it's fine.
There's also 2 pressure points on your wrists,
Mhm.
about here and here. If you manage to maintain pressure on those 2 points, it can cut down on nausea.
Like with the wristbands,
That's what those are for, to hit those
Yeah.
pressure points.
C-bands. Sorry for the website. Who's that?
I'm eating a cookie. Give me a minute.
All right, take it down. Yeah, so Jinx
Enjoy
is,
that
like,
Fine, here,
cookie.
have a cookie.
Jinx is like eating. He's just kind of like casually like, kind of like feeling comfortable about, he took a risk coming here, and like in his thoughts, you can, even if you can't read his thoughts, like he's basically just like, I have a good feeling about this. I think that I'm gonna find the answers I'm looking for, and if I don't have to do that alone, I think that will be a blessing. So he's just kind of like got that, like he's like got a comfortable smile, and like not like a kind of like an innocence to him.
Yay.
Cutie. Ugh. That's what I was trying to say, but I burped in the middle of that.
It'd be like that.
I'm sorry, I have Jack Daniels.
Oh, actually? Nice.
Yeah.
Singer's secret.
I sang, got my Jack Daniels. I'm good.
Love
Nice.
it.
I mean, you're on a boat, so I would probably be drinking rum. But no, I'm kidding.
Yeah, but it's not like you're not in the Caribbean. You're on a river.
I'm on a riverboat.
On a river boat. That means Jack Daniels.
Riverboat queen.
I'm on a riverboat cruise. Ain't
Penguin.
nobody gonna stop me from having myself some Jack Daniels.
I'll never keep
I almost got a
on
Jack.
going,
Got some Jack today, but I ended up getting Fireball instead.
rolling.
Nice.
Fireball.
I was just thinking I should have some Irish cream tonight. Irish cream on the Independence Day of America.
That's
Yeah.
so popular.
I mean, the Irish were pretty much fucked over from the beginning, so
True. Promote Sela, Heidi. Are you sure that they're Irish?
From the show Ghosts.
Mhm.
There's this old Victorian lady and she's racist against Irish people. It's funny.
It's
The
hilarious.
BBC or the American version?
American version.
I watched
American.
the BBC version. I like the BBC one.
Makes sense. We need to watch the BBC version. We just started the
Mhm.
ABC version or the American version before the British one, so we committed to the American.
Gotcha.
Ow.
Anything else you guys would like to do? We're gonna play for like 15 more minutes, maybe.
Any updates on the casket?
Well, if you end up heading back to the House of Rest, you will notice Irony kind of like leading a group of scribes back towards the House of Rest with this is not like your nice Victorian casket. This is basic ass shit. but they're sitting there going, I guess supposed to go in there. I don't know.
Oh, no. So I forgot to. I just found out something. I'm gonna share it in the group, but if we share a room, don't get mad at me because I forgot that I had these in my inventory.
Night lights. Oh, reminder, by the way, Kindle, as I'm looking at your inventory, you have a luck stone.
Yeah.
That gives you a +1 to ability
do.
checks, and which means that any of the I just attuned you to it, so it bumps up your stats by 1. So your perception is now +1.
Okay.
It's don't worry.
Yeah.
That's a threat.
Oh my god.
It's not.
Yeah,
though.
plus
It's
one.
because it's the haunted one background.
It's the starting equipment.
Oh my word. This is like the most unlikely of friendships, and yet it makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Wait. What are everybody's backgrounds here?
Haunted one.
Royal
God.
princess. Or aristocrat.
Urchin.
A royal princess, yeah.
Royal
Oh, urchin.
princess.
Okay.
Mine is urchin, yeah.
Do you So which rooms are you staying in at the?
I'm down the hall.
Okay. I managed to score a private room. Just because I get night terrors and am I sharing a room with Mimi? Did we get irony
She'd
to?
probably be like, "Can I put the casket in your room? Would that be
Yeah.
okay?"
Absolutely. Yeah, just put it wherever you want. I have this chest that I need to move, so it's just got all this stuff my parents were like, yo, we want you to be prepared. So
Starts pulling it out one by one. There's a stake.
yeah. No, I just set it on the bed and like the lid's not on it right now.
The steak? You set the steak on the bed?
No, the chest is on the bed.
Okay.
But it's open, so I'm like, why am I gonna need manacles? Like, I'm not a police officer, or I'm not a guard.
She's gonna peek over and like look into the chest just out
Yeah.
of curiosity.
Make a perception check.
Oh, actually, do you have a reflection? Because there's a mirror.
Oh, does it have? Okay, are we in an era where they would only use silver backings for their mirrors, or are people using aluminum backings?
I
This one
don't
says
think
mirror.
aluminum.
Oh, sorry, it just says mirror, steel.
A steel mirror, then you would be able to, yeah, because it's basically just a highly polished steel.
Is that why you can't see? Is it the silver that makes
Because
it?
of silver, because older
Yep.
mirrors were made with silver nitrate, which is why the myth of them not being able to be seen in mirrors was a common thing, and why modern day vampires should be able to see themselves in reflections, because now they have aluminum backing instead.
Okay.
The more you know.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Get
Oh.
weirdly interested in the occult for a while, and you learn all sorts of random shit.
Period.
Mhm.
No, that was an 8. I don't see anything weird.
Just a strange gathering of stuff. It
Yeah.
doesn't stand out much to you because you've collected a lot of weird shit in your long life.
Yeah. I think I was just looking for anything weird that I haven't had previously. But I don't really see anything that I haven't either had, gave away, or have seen someone else possess. So I'm like, oh.
I'm imagining the holy symbol is like something like gay sort of put into my crate just to like, oh, you need a cross, you need a Jesus thing.
A Jesus thing.
What?
What's a Jesus thing?
Well,
Is
no,
there
I mean
something
like
that your
in my
your
chest.
family
There's holy water. There's a holy symbol. There's a hammer, a crowbar, a torch, some oil, Like there's just it's like a hodgepodge of like, you know.
Was there a particular deity that your family worshipped or no?
Oh yeah, Gay probably is like super religious, and Dad being a druid, he'd be more like spiritual, but not like, I don't know. I feel like she probably worships Palor, the god of light, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. They were in a lighthouse. I mean, it makes sense. So yeah, I just have this random stuff in this chest, and I like put it down. I put the lid back on, and I shove it under the bed.
Nice.
And then
So you have a vampire killing kit, essentially.
essentially, but like
It's the one who could kill a vampire is Goth, and the vampire is a bimbo.
but also like
I say again, Elphaba, Glinda.
Jinx is completely oblivious to the fact that like all this stuff is vampire killing. Like he's like, oh, I can, if I get a tent, I can set up a tent, and oh, if we come across some undead like zombies, we can use this holy water.
She's just like, interesting.
Especially because you are technically undead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which means if someone casts Turn Undead,
yeah, don't worry.
You would have to make a wisdom save. Or run away.
Okay. So basically any necromancing spell works on me to some extent.
It's
like
more divination. So like a cleric has a spell called Turn Undead, which could make, it's a channel divinity that makes undead under a certain level afraid of them. It has that potential, and then they literally turn and run away.
But your channel divinity is 1 already, so you should be.
Yes. And then if you're under a certain level and that cleric is above a certain level, they just fucking explode. But you won't have that issue because you're always going to be a critical, a CR higher than that. You won't have that issue.
Okay. Mimi's gonna do some like minor interior design, moving things around so that like probably like on the spot, like she's gonna position herself a little bit farther away from the window in a spot that if the sun would come in, another item will block it just in case. So she puts the casket there and then probably has gathered some extra pillows and blankets and makes it a little more comfy.
Yeah. Is there I'll request an extra set of curtains, or if there's anything we can use to black out the window.
You're easily able to. I'm looking at the message from Hannah.
Oh yeah, sorry Hannah. We can't hear you.
Sorry.
Oh no.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
we can hear you.
Okay, cool.
As long as I still kicked or not.
I'm connected.
Yeah.
No, I'm still here.
Okay.
I was just gone for a hot second, and I was like, wait.
Yeah.
I want to play D&D.
Well, this is so the. Hi. This. Hi.
Give me your cards.
Yes, give me my cards. I am currently playing D&D. No.
Uh-oh. I was up since 5:30 this morning.
Ooh.
Oh shit, I just realized it's 11:30 where you guys are at, right?
Yeah, we're gonna wrap up soon. But yes, it's kind of like a
see
hostel
where
situation.
I am. It's 10:30.
Oh, nice.
But yes,
That's why I was
it's-
so late. I'm sorry.
no, you're totally good. But yes, so it's like a hostel situation, so it's easy to find, curtains, fabric. It's kind of everyone shares what they can.
Okay, and I'll take some like boot polish or something to sort of help gloss over the window so it reduces the light.
Okay. All right. And with that, you guys are able to get ready for the evening. And we will pick this up next time
Yeah.
on a brand new day.
Yay!
I'm sorry it was short, guys, but I hope you had fun.
Yeah, it was a good little
Yeah.
introduction and getting to know everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.